Hello! We meet again in this occasion with the lesson about writing part, especially on paragraph and paraphrase. Let's get started. Maybe several of you ever watched the episode of SpongeBob, which the story is about how SpongeBob tried to write an essay. So the given time is for about 8 hours, and then this is the only word that SpongeBob can write about the essay. One word, the. So we can see from this episode that for several people, write an essay is not easy for them. So that's why we need to try to understand about how to write an essay, especially in academic English. First, I need to introduce about IELTS writing test to you. So IELTS writing test has 2 tasks to do, and the given time is about 1 hour. You can try to divide the time into 2 tasks by yourself. So actually, tests give you the time 1 hours, and you can try to divide by yourself how many minutes to write the first task and how many minutes to write the second task. So for the first task, you need to write for about 150 words at minimal. Okay, you can try to underline. You can try to underline at minimal 150 words, and the given time is for about 20 minutes. This is your skill on time management to divide the time. I try to remind you again. And the second task is for about 250 words. So you need to write for about 250 words at minimal, and the time is for about 40 minutes. If there is question about, ma'am, should we count the word? The answer is yes, but you do not need to count it word by word. You can do it by count the word in the first line, and then count the amount of the line, and you can try to multiply it. So you will find the measurement of the words in your essay. And this is the chart to understand about the IELTS writing test. So the IELTS writing test divided by 2 tasks. The first task is about 20 minutes, and the second task is about 40 minutes. So overall, the given time is 1 hour. And then this is the score for the IELTS writing test. So for the first task is about 33% marks, and then the second task for about 67% marks. So you need to more concern to the second task because the marks is higher than the first task. So please do not too concerned with the first task, and then you just make the second part with a short time, because actually the second task is more difficult than the first task. You can try to start from the second task first before the first task, and this is your self time management to do the task. So the given time overall is 1 hour. You need to know about the evaluated criteria. So the first one is about task responses. So what is task responses? In every task, you will be given a task like maybe the problem you need to write, and your writing essay should suitable with the task given. So the example, if the task is about your argument about some environment like maybe the market, and you need to make sure that your writing essay is about your argument about the market. Please do not try to write another task like maybe you're concerned about the people who make some cooking recipe, or maybe you try to write about rosemary. So you need to try to make sure that your writing content suitable with the task given. The second one is about coherence and cohesion. So we need to know what is coherence and cohesion in the writing part. So coherent is the writing has meaning as a whole. As a whole, you have a space between as and a and whole. Okay, so you need to make sure that your writing content have a relation one another. So you need to make sure that the essay you have written has the meaning and support one another for every paragraph, and it is understandable as a whole. And the second one is about cohesion. What is cohesion? So cohesion is every sentence or paragraph have linking each other. So you need to make sure that the sentence, every sentence in your essay and every paragraph in your essay have relation each other. So you need to make sure that the paragraph or the sentence just support each other or linking each other. And the third one is about lexical resource. It's related with a vocabulary and paraphrase skill. So you need to have a skill about know the other word of the common word. So you need to have a skill about paraphrase the sentence. So you need to understand about vocabulary and lexical resource. We ever try to understand about lexical resource in a speaking task, so it's much closer with that, but this is for writing part. And the last one is about grammatical range and accuracy. So this is much closer with the speaking part. It's about the variety of the grammar you can write in the essay, and then the accuracy is about is your grammar correct in use in your written essay. So this is the 4 criteria for writing test in IELTS. The second writing test is a TOEFL. So for TOEFL, it's divided into 2 tasks. It's similar with the IELTS test, but for 2 tasks, the time given is 50 minutes. So the first task is about summarizing a topic for 150 until 225 words. And the second task, you need to write an essay for about 300 until 350 words. So I think this is more words for TOEFL writing, but the time is less than IELTS writing test. First, before we try to write about essay, we need to know about what is a paragraph. So you need to try to remember about this concept of the paragraph. The first one, a paragraph must have one topic sentence. One topic sentence. Okay, so for academic English, you need to make sure that a paragraph must have one topic sentence. So not do something as what you want. You need to understand about the template, about what is the paragraph rule. So please do not try to write a paragraph with your rule, okay? Because we need to learn about academic writing lesson. The second one is a paragraph must have more than one sentence, but in some occasion it is allowed to write a sentence in a paragraph, but you need to understand about the constraint, about the rule. So please do not do the rule by yourself, or you just do not obey the rule and do it by yourself, by your rule. So this is academic writing. So please just hold this concept for writing a paragraph. And then the third one is every sentence in a paragraph must have link each other. So please make sure that every sentence in paragraph support one another, so it has link each other. And make sure that every sentence in the paragraph support the topic sentence and or related topic sentence. We try to learn about paraphrase. So this illustration is about how to paraphrase move in the code language. So of course, in code language, especially in move words, there is no similar word for that. There is no synonym for word move. So actually, we cannot paraphrase the move word. And this is the 5 steps of paraphrasing. So the first one, read the original text. Make sure to understand it. I try to repeat it. Read the original text and then make sure to understand it. So the example in this part is 9% of the students who work part-time earn sufficient income to support themselves. Okay, try to understand the meaning of the original text. And then the second step is identify and write down. Okay, I try to underline about the write down. Okay, you need to write down the meaning by your own word from the original text. Okay, so take a note and then write down with your own word about the understanding meaning with your own word. So in this example, the note is about 9% students, and then part-time jobs make enough money, earn a living. And then the third step, using only the word and phrases in your notes. Okay, using only the words and the phrases in your notes. Okay, so use your own word in your notes. Write your paraphrase and do not look the original text. Okay, do not look the original text. Why? Because for the paraphrase skill, it's about how to use your own word with the same meaning with the original text. So if you try to look to the original text without taking note about your own words, you just concerned about the word in original text without be able to think about your own words. So this is about psychology of human. Okay, so in this example, the sentence become of all students who work part-time jobs. Okay, so pay attention with the comma. And then a non-person make enough money to earn a living. So this is the paraphrase sentence example. And the fourth step, compare your paraphrase with the original. So this is the time to look at the original text, to make comparison and try to compare it, focus on the meaning. So check the following. Does the paraphrase have the same meaning as the original? So you need to make sure that your paraphrase sentence has the same meaning with the original sentence. Does the paraphrase use different sentence structure and vocabulary from the original sentence? So the paraphrase, you can paraphrase by try to change the structure of the sentence. Okay, and as general rule, if you have taken more than 3 words in a row from the original sentence, you should rewrite the part. So if the sentence is much closer with the original text or the original sentence, you need to repeat from the second step and try to rewrite your sentence. It means that your paraphrase is not good enough. Okay, and then the last step, revise your paraphrase as necessary. And in this example, like of all students who have part-time jobs, just 9% make enough money to earn a living. So there is a adding word just in the new paraphrase sentence example. Okay, so you need to follow these steps to exercise your paraphrase skill for writing part in academic writing. Okay, so this is the reason. Why do we do paraphrasing? So the relationship is with the plagiarism consideration. In academic environment, we are not allowed to do plagiarism. So actually there is some constraint about what is plagiarism, about how many percent our text similar with the original text. So this is one of the plagiarism checker software, and I tried to write something here. This is very famous quote from Jalaluddin Rumi. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I'm changing myself. So this is a wisdom. It is usually we try to change someone else without trying to change ourselves. But the question is, how we change another people if we cannot change ourselves? So what we do is just push another people as we want, with a try to change to be better or to be the best version of ourselves. Okay, so this is the deep meaning of the Jalaluddin Rumi quote. So wiser people will try to change his or herself first before try to change another people, because we can change the world by example of our deed. Okay, we can see here that the plagiarism level is about 100% because this word is very popular on the internet. 100% plagiarism. And we need to, and this is my try to paraphrase the quote like a time ago from yesterday. I was clever. I do not paraphrase this. So I have wanted changing the world. So I just try to change the structure of the sentence. And then recently, I am sensible. So I'm changing myself. So I just try to change the structure and change several words, not all. And you can see here the plagiarism level is a 0. So this is some techniques to paraphrase something, change the structure, and change several words. You need to try to do paraphrasing. You need to know about your skill in paraphrasing in English. So the paragraph is about children have the playtime as the happiest thing in their age. Therefore, they need to learn a subject with fun learning. One of the fun subjects is art. However, some people believe that arts do not have a good future for their kids. Try to paraphrase this to know your paraphrase skill. Okay, the second try. School is not the only way for being successful in life, but there are many ways to achieve success. Some people achieve their success outside the school, but some people achieve their success because of their school qualification. Every person has their ability to survive in life. Therefore, there are many ways to gain success depending on the person. You can try to paraphrase this paragraph. So I need to introduce to you about the paragraph in an essay. So remember that some essay has this template. Okay? Remember this template. So in academic writing, you are not allowed to write by your own rule. You need to understand or follow this rule for write an essay. Okay, so you need to write paragraph for first introduction, second one body, and the last one conclusion. I'll repeat it again. You need at least write 3 paragraphs, and the first paragraph is about introduction. The second paragraph is about body, and the last is about conclusion. Okay, please use this concept and do not use your own rule, because we try to learn about academic writing. Because in the TOEFL writing test there is a summarizing task, so we need to understand about the step how to make a summarize. So the first step, read the original passage. Make sure to understand it. Okay, so read the original passage. Make sure to understand it. The second one, identify the key point of points. So you need to understand about the topic or the core meaning about the point of every paragraph or maybe every sentence, and then these are supported by specific details, statistics, and example. So you need to maybe underline or identify first the shared language and the detail. Okay, as the example before about paraphrase, how to identify and understand the meaning of the original text. So the shared language and then detail from original using different words. Okay, and then using only the words and phrases in your notes. So for summarizing, you need to use your paraphrasing skill and write your summary. Okay, and the next step is about compare your summary with the original text. Make sure that your summary has the same meaning with the original text. Okay, and then the last one is revise your summary as necessary. So we can understand from this lesson that paraphrase something or summarizing a passage need to do repeatedly from the first step until the last step. This is the end for the lesson for this week. So see you!